3, 2, 1, live. Hey friends, it's the Crypto Futurists here. That's right, that's my new name, Crypto Futurists, CF. And today we're going to, this is the revamping of my crypto commentary. And the reason why I'm doing it, it's not to bash crypto. It's not to bash Bitcoin. It really isn't. I want to really answer that for you, that I'm not here to be strictly a contrarian, although that is by nature what I am, a contrarian. When most of the people are believing one way, I try to find out why they're idiots. And if I can't find that out, then maybe I'll join along. But anyways, I am not a contrarian. I am not a basher. I am a realist. I am a futurist. And everything that I have predicted in the past has come true. Everything. Everything. Well, there are some things that haven't yet come true. And they weren't necessarily predictions. They were more of a potential. And that is the potential that Bitcoin could reach down to, the 1,500, 2,000 leg. And I'm still holding out for that. It looks that way. Where we are in terms of my projection is I said that we would be at least a year, maybe 2 years out. We are now at about that year mark. Just about that year mark. Almost a year ago is when some malcontents, some criminals, stole my identity and destroyed my previous channel that had tens of thousands of subscribers, and I was talking about the realities of Bitcoin and the crypto market. Back then, I said it would be at least a year, maybe 2, more likely 2, that we would enter into a sideways action somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000, and we would remain there, maybe to the lower half of that. Now, we haven't completely fulfilled that. However, well, actually we have. I said it from a year or 2. We were about halfway in there, and we have yet to really break out of that sideways movement. No gain. No gain because there is no increasing interest in crypto. There are companies, there are new startups, there are people who are already invested trying their damnedest to spark something in the community. They are trying so damn hard. Like this last push-up in Bitcoin and the crypto market. It was a monumental push. All happened within like a 5 or a 7 minute period. And it has yet to produce anything. In fact, if you look at Litecoin, it has given almost everything back. Almost everything. Look at this. See, there's the little push up there. Right there. There's the big move up that everybody was creaming their jeans over. And then it's given almost everything back. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't given everything back. It's probably given about a third of it back. Maybe about a third. How about Ethereum? Looks like Ethereum has pretty much given it all back. Right there. Almost, not all of it. 3/4 of it back. I guess the one thing you can say is that we seem to be in an uptrend in Ethereum. Bitcoin definitely going sideways. They're all going sideways. Where do I think Bitcoin will be in 10 years, price-wise? I have no idea. I would say that the natural price for Bitcoin is probably around $10,000, going a decade out. But for now, the natural price for Bitcoin is probably around $2,000 to $3,000. The reason why we're not going anywhere is because there are no new people coming into the market. There are no new people, no new interest, nothing to increase the fervor, nothing to increase the strength, the network strength of the crypto market. There are no new people. I did a program last week on crypto kicks, Nike's cryptocurrency that they are they haven't really done anything with it yet. They simply created a trademark for the name with the intent to use it. They're hedging their bets. Doesn't cost them anything. Hardly costs them anything. The one positive piece of information that I've seen is that the SEC, and I guess they're doing their due diligence, is looking for a crypto analyst. And I think that it's mostly so that they can serve the indictments that have come down for all the scammers and criminals that are out there, that they have yet to fully go away. We're a year into them being crushed, but they have not been crushed enough. We need more crushing, bone crushing of the scammers, the fake companies, the people who basically stole your money and are now living on an island or bought an island that they're living on with your money. They saw an opportunity for a bunch of desperate people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, and they enacted it. Now, there are some that are not scammers and fraudsters, money launderers and criminals and traffickers of human flesh who love Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It helps them keep under the radar. There are a few people out there that are using it to transact services, including myself. All right, so this is how I'm kind of giving you the skinny here, that I am not totally opposed to having this alternative currency. As a matter of fact, I use it, but I use it wisely. As soon as I get a payment in crypto, it immediately will get converted to worthless fiat. That worthless fiat then pays my bills and buys my food, keeps the roof over my head, pays for the education of my children. Yeah, that worthless fiat. Buys the clothes on my back, puts the gas in my car, keeps the electricity going, pays for this internet service that I'm using. Everything. Not a single bit of that is being used by crypto. I had to convert it to worthless, quote, worthless fiat so that I may extract some value from it. That's what I have to do. It's the only option I have. There is no value in the crypto other than the exchange of crypto into fiat. That's it. I mean, you look at Nike's idea, and one of my business partners is saying, man, we should do something like crypto kicks. You know, we could attach it to our service. We could offer something. We could make the value of our service coincident with the crypto. And I said, yeah, we're going to go through all that work. And for what? We might make a couple $100. I don't want to make a couple $100. I don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars and hours of time concocting some stupid ass idea of some fake currency because it's cool to make $100. I want to make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars off of ideas. I had that idea with Junto Coin. The idea was to invest in a large basket of cryptocurrencies. When I started it, I didn't have a real appreciation for the depth and breadth of the fraud and criminality. And then, of course, there was no support from our government in terms of the SEC in providing regulation or regulatory clarity to bring an idea like that to fruition. So it's hanging on the vine somewhere. Maybe someday it will be resurrected. Maybe. Site's still there. juntocoin.com. All right, let's see what the people here in the chat have to say. Filippo, how you doing? Ernie, this is an asset class based on hype. Maybe the technology will fail, but there will be another bubble, make no doubt about it. There may be. Land Rover just announced they will adopt IOTA as a means for drivers to earn coins. To buy what? Exactly what are they going to offer for these coins? Are you going to get, service? Are you going to buy accessories for your Land Rover? Are you going to get customer appreciation points for your next Land Rover? Oh, man. The only reason why they're doing that is that they feel that by doing that, they may be able to attract another 2 or 3% of people to their car. That's it. That's it. Land Rover. Tetherman.com Bubble 2.0. That is a mouthful of a name. Hey, Ernie, are we going below 3K? Fake support at 3K again? I think eventually. Like I said, sideways between 2 and 5K for a couple of years. We're 1 year into it. We still got another year to go. And I am by no means saying that end of 2 years is the end. That's as far out as I can look. That's as far out as I could project based on my technical and business acumen and experience. And maybe a lot of you don't realize that I've got 40 years of experience in technology and business at the highest levels. Technology management for a Fortune 50 company, dealing a lot with these same companies that might be interested in crypto. Implementing a lot of the same technologies, particularly in banking. So don't think I don't know what I'm talking about here or understand what enterprises are going through. I was an enterprise architect for the biggest companies in the world. I provided the technology guidance directly to the CEOs and CFOs and CIOs of the biggest companies in the world. It's what I did. It's what I did for a living for a long time. So I'm not just just some other jamoke on the YouTubes. Well, I guess I am. I'm just some other jamoke. I got nothing else better to do than to talk about this crap. Actually, I do. I have several online businesses. But anyways, this is fun. This is fun because it has potential. Or it had potential. Right now it has no potential. We get pushed up by whales, and then it just, the sucking sound. The sucking sound just draws it back down. We are moving to a digital economy eventually, says Chris Rock. Now, we've been in a digital economy for a long time. I mean, 95% 5% of the US dollar is nothing but digits. The cool thing about the dollar, and particularly the physical dollar, coinage, money, is that it is in fact the ultimate in anonymity. Nobody knows that I'm holding this money here. Nobody has a clue that I have this in my hands. Nobody. It's all mine. It's mine. Nobody can tell me what to do with it. Nobody. There's nobody censoring my right to spending this money. How is this different from the platitudes that they talk about with Bitcoin? There's no difference. In fact, Bitcoin and other cryptos are perhaps the most tightly regulated or bound, accounted for pseudocurrencies in existence. Every transaction is recorded. Every transaction is not anonymous, but tagged directly with your wallet. Nobody knows that I have this sitting in my carbon fiber rigid wallet. Or Ridge, what is this? Is this a Ridge wallet? Yeah, Ridge. Friggin' awesome wallet. Nobody knows that I have a bunch of silver sitting in boxes and boxes and boxes. Nobody knows that. Nobody's stopping me from taking one of those and cashing it in. Nobody. Or bartering or trading it for something else. Nobody can stop me. I am not being censored. All right, let's see what else we have here. Daily stochastics is oversold, though, on BTC. It's a bunch of bullshit. Trojan Hell Daily Stochastic is so oversold. Trojan Hell Daily Stochastic, it's bullshit. RSI, bullshit. MACD, bullshit. It tells you nothing. Nothing. I don't care if it's oversold or overbought. It doesn't mean anything. It can stay oversold or overbought forever. Ernie, do you think we're having the halving hype will boost price for 2 years? How is that going to boost prices? How is making the value of your Bitcoin and the amount of Bitcoin that you get through mining less valuable going to make it more valuable? Again, bullshit. Oh, Flippo, you're just like dominating. Where is everybody else? We got people out there. Why aren't you commenting? Gurdup Singh wants to know where I've been. I don't know. I've been unless you're talking about where I've been from May in my old channel and you just refound me, that's one thing. But I broadcast and create videos every day. Go look at my channel. V. Lee says, how about e-micro futures contracts launching next week? Now, there is something to talk about. What V. Lee is talking about is that index futures, like the ESE Mini S&P, or the Dow, the YM, or the NASDAQ, the NQ, next week the CME is going to offer micro versions of each one of those, 1/10 the size of the contract. That means that you'll be able to trade futures in real markets for very little cash. You will be able to get in to futures with very small accounts few $1,000s and trade them, just like the big boys, you'll be able to use our artificial intelligence machine learning system called PatternCast and make real money. And when I say real money, I mean real fake fiat money that actually pays for all your real bills. So Chris Rock says the FOMO is getting less and less. Now, this is true, and that kind of worries me. As volatility shrinks, that means that at some point there's going to be some explosion of volatility. Will that mean prices will go up or down? That I don't know. I think the odds are that it will go down. I'd give it like 70-30 going down as opposed to up. But then you could have a whale step right in front of you and decide that it's a good morning, and then they're going to press the buy button. That could happen. Do I see a cup and handle? What are the odds of a cup and handle formation? Just what are the odds of a cup and handle formation? Do you know? Do you care? Or is it that you just see a cup and handle, then that is, even that, assuming that you have been able to identify a cup and handle correctly, which most people have not, or cannot, have no idea what it means. What are the odds that a cup and handle will produce a continuation? Because a cup and handle is a continuation pattern. It's not a reversal pattern like you're supposing here, where price is going down, turns into a cup and then a handle. No. Cup and handle is a continuation pattern. So you got it wrong in the first part. Secondly, I don't see any cup and handle. Thank you, Alex. I'm looking good today. Burned. Will they be available for all commodities? There's already a number of commodities or currencies in particular that have micro contracts. Gold also has a micro contract, as well as oil and heating oil. Natural gas, rather. So silver has sort of a half contract. These micro, and there are currency micros for a wide range of things. And this will be for the indexes. So you'll have, now there aren't any micros for treasuries. However, you can buy different types of treasuries that are in different denominations, and their cost is already very low. So it's approachable even for small accounts. So this is what I'm saying. PatternCast trades futures, forex, and equities. Futures are now starting to come down to a point where they're approachable by virtually anybody with any size of account. PatternCast is, well, in the words of our subscribers, is the best system for providing tradable signals that they have ever seen, combined with the best support of any service, period. This is what our subscribers are saying. Go to traderofutures.com and check out the reviews, all 5-star reviews. All 5-star reviews. If you want to learn how to trade, PatternCast is the way to do it. You come into our room. I'm going to be offering a free week trial. But before I do that, I'll be offering PatternCast at a special price if you go for the yearly contract. And by the way, virtually, I would say that 80% of our subscribers, when they find out there's a yearly deal, they switch over from monthly and they go to yearly. That's how much they believe in it. So tomorrow I'm going to announce a special deal that'll be good for a couple days. And this is keeping in mind, this new paradigm with futures, affordable futures. You'll be able to get into a very small trading account and be able to trade the most powerful trading signal service out there. By the way, we've developed a relationship that with a big introducing broker. I can't say who they are, and our service is going to expand very soon. And when it does, the price is going to go way up because there will be a lot more demand. Yeah, so micro futures is big news for us. The only good indicators are TTM, VWAP, and volume profile. I would say TTM, VWAP. Volume profile I agree with, but VWAP not so much. It's a lagging indicator. Ernie just preaches to the camera nowadays, lost his core of viewers, went back into crypto, shills his traditional AI fall asleep system. Let's see. CC, you lose it. 1 year he'll be saying XRP is investable. Hilarious. I'll bet my dollar. Okay, so this is what. And okay, now we got a new troll. So what we do with trolls is we delete them. That's what we do. Yep, that's my new policy. I don't deal with trolls anymore. If they don't have anything positive to contribute, then they're gone. Fuck the trolls. I have no patience for trolls. Trolls deleted my channel. So fuck you. Look, if you want to get on my good side, if you want to contribute, I have no problem. You want to provide some contrary arguments? No problem. If you're going to just take up the chat room with being disrespectful, then you're fucking gone. So I say, fuck the trolls. That's for you guys out there that aren't trolls. I just did that for you. That's right, banhammered. I really appreciate guys like you, V-Lee, and Trojan Hell, and Hayseed, and Adam, and Bernd, and everybody else that isn't a fucking troll. I don't care if you disagree with me. It's when you're just being an asshole that you don't deserve a voice. Hayseed says, little people can't compete with computer trading. Little people need a place to park funds. Slow little people need a... I'm getting you a message. Trojan Hell says I need a moderator. Not yet. No, not yet. Not until I get up into, a few hundred people on one of these live streams, like I had before, way back then. I mean, I could open up a live stream, have 200, 300, 400 people, no problem. But it's a little bit different these days. Don't need a moderator. I can spot the trolls right away. Well, thank you, Adam. Well, I'm glad you're here. So, all right, so I am announcing it again. It is April 29th. How many days are in April? Are there 30 or 31? I don't know that poem. How many days in April? I got to bring up the calendar. There are 30 days in April. Okay, so tomorrow, the last day of April, I am announcing a special deal with Patterncast in recognition of the new micro futures that are coming out in May. There will be a special deal one day only for April 30th. One day, and that's it. And then we will have a special pricing up to the day that they actually... the special pricing is going to be more than the one-day deal, obviously. But then we'll have special pricing up until they introduce those micro futures, which I believe that is going to be May 6th. So there will be a 1-week deal, as you can see here. The next big thing in equities trading, micro E-mini futures launching May 6th. There's going to be a webinar, an expanded offering, a smaller size contract. Micro E-mini futures fit seamlessly within our current product suite and give all traders a simple way to access the equity index futures market at 1/10 the size of the classic E-mini contracts. Micro E-minis require less cash to enter the market with lower margins. So Pattern Cast will work with these because it's essentially the same contract. Man, you'll be able to trade like a boss with these things. And then the micro contracts with oil and currencies. And then we have Forex, and we're starting to add equities too. And very soon we'll be offering stuff with a broker that will totally blow you away. I mean, that is going to totally blow you away. But like I said, you want to get in early now. All right, Adam. Glad to hear that. Jahi Ed Haidi. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's a really weird name. Ban me again, shill soy boy. You're exposed. Oh, jeez. Why don't you have something else better to do? You know, like just fuck off, man. Just gonna have to report you. Gone again. So what I want everybody to do is discount this asshole. Go click the like button right now. Click the likes. We ban trolls here. We ban trolls. Trader Glenn asks, do you think the micro E-minis will have sufficient liquidity? I think they're going to have fantastic liquidity. They are going to I'm surprised that most people aren't aware of this. This is going to be a huge boom to especially Forex traders. The reason why most people get into Forex is because they can't afford the futures. And they suffer from it because the slippage in Forex is just horrendous. Futures, there's hardly any slippage at all. And now you're going to have a product that will also be backed by a regulated entity. It'll be much safer than trading futures, Forex rather. And that's one of the reasons why I like trading Forex futures contracts, like the futures version of the Forex, the foreign exchange futures. They're the best, and especially the micro versions. Are we going to see some charts? Oh, I showed charts earlier in the show. So I showed basically how both, all the majors, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, have all given back their pump up, or at least part of it. And if we were to look at the longer term version of these charts, I mean, I don't know what to say. You look here's Ethereum. What are you looking for? You really think that Ethereum is going to just, for whatever reason, go straight up? See, Ethereum is going to take it the hardest right now because with every fraudulent shitcoin that's out there that drops, Ethereum's use becomes less and less. I wish I understood what you were saying, Hayseed. Use knuckles. Each knuckle is 31 days. Oh, I see. This is a way to tell which month is 30 days or 31. Use knuckles, and each knuckle is 31 days. In between each knuckle is 30 days. Tap the index knuckle January 31st. I don't get it. Tap in between the knuckles February, then tap the next knuckle 31st, and so on. Then, so they switch off every other. That's just way too complicated. E-Trade is getting into crypto. Interesting. So I really do think that that Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum are tradable. They have minimal liquidity, though, and it's kind of tough. They're the slippage on Bitcoin is horrendous. The futures products suck. They've already dropped the CBOE futures product because it just couldn't cut it. The CME futures product still exists, but it's very rich and there's virtually no leverage. It's just 2 times leverage. So I'm not excited about that at all. Trading straight out Bitcoin, what I can see is accumulating small amounts here. If you have a little bit of money, $20 here, $40 there, throw it in, dollar cost average in. If it gets down to $2,000, up the ante a little bit. Maybe instead of $20 or $30, throw in $60 or $70. And, do that on a weekly basis. And I think that you'll work, you won't miss it. And then if it does move up, then you'll have something. All right, got to get the face back here. BitMEX. Yeah, I tried BitMEX for a while. It's okay. If you're a futures trader and then you try to go to BitMEX or any crypto trading platform, it is really, it's torturous. There's no other word for it. Might as well just put bamboo underneath my fingernails. Trading futures is so much nicer than trading any crypto. So much nicer. All right. I didn't call any shorts this time. I did say short Bitcoin, short any rally. And I would say that Bitcoin right now, for me, is probably worth a short. It has shown little ability to get up above this volume well here. And I would say that any price either at 53 or 5,600 are good places to short Bitcoin. Talk about recent pattern cast results. Well, there's something. All right, let's bring in pattern cast. Hold on. That's a good idea. There, everybody should be able to see that. All right. So the trades, I don't know if anything triggered today. These are all today's trades. So we have the YM. So as you can see here, we trade a lot of the indexes. So we have the Dow, the Nasdaq. Natural gas also has a micro contract. I think it's a quarter contract, not at 1/10. The 5-year note is real easy to get into. Feeder cattle. We even do agriculture, including livestock and softs and grains. Crude oil has a micro contract. British pound has a micro contract. But in terms of results, here you go. Here are the results for the past 2 months. All right. And I will have to update my spreadsheet, but I showed a spreadsheet a couple of weeks ago that showed the results of PatternCast. And let's see if I can bring up that quickly. We'll end with that. So I have to update it with the last week of results, and which are good because in the last week we had 5 out of 7 trades that were big winners. So here's a summary of the results up top here in the upper right. The average move of any pattern cast signal was 199% of the target. In other words, it doubled the target. That was the average move. 63% either hit the target or exceeded the target. 73% reached at least 50% of the target. Almost 96% were actually profitable. In other words, they made more than $1. They covered your commission. All right. Those are actual numbers. These are not hypothetical. These are all the things that we've been tracking over the past couple of months. I have to add in the last few. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can do that live here. There's a little bit of copying and pasting that I would have to do. right, so I'm going to attempt to do this live here. That is a date column. All right, so I need the headers. Almost done. All right. And now I need to sort them. Data sort, and we'll sort by session from oldest to newest. And let's see, the old one went up to 417. What do we have in here? Oh yeah, we have a bunch of new ones. Alright. Almost done here. Alright. Got new numbers coming up. All right, so here are the new numbers. So, well, the average move went down a little bit, but that's okay. We have more trades now. Instead of 48 trades, we have now 60 trades to consider. Is it 60? No, we have. We went from 48 to 58 trades. So 10 more trades we added. The average move is 186% of the target that we publish for each trade. 62% of them have reached. So that hasn't changed hardly at all. It went from 62.5 to 62.1. This changed a little bit, and this changed a little bit. So the odds went down like fractionally, like less than 1%. So there you go. And that's because out of the 10, we had, one that was just a marginal winner. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So before we had only 2 marginal trades out of 48. Now we added 1 more by adding 10, only 10 more trades. So you can see that skews the results a little bit. So here are the trades that we added since the 17th. These are all new trades from here on. But we can see that they were not slouches at all. 134% of the target, 62, 228% of the target, 206, 116, 34%, 229, 188, 53. Believe it or not, those type of results. Here's the big news. Those results right there actually brought down our averages. All right? Where those results anywhere else would wildly increase someone else's averages, those actually brought down our averages just slightly. V. Lee says that the special sale is on the anniversary of Hitler's death. That's kind of cool. We can always celebrate that. BTC is like a giant sea that was born via floods, financial climate change. The sea fills more and more with a deeper bottom after each flood. This is from Hayseed. He's the poet and doesn't know it. All right. So there's the recalculation. There's the up-to-date accounting of pattern cast signals. Right there. Did it live for you right there. There's the up-to-date accounting of pattern cast signals. 100 over 62% of them. Now, this is only since March 1st. We actually have, been doing the signals since October 1st, but it wasn't until March 1st that we started to take this and then send it out to the users. And I know for a fact that we had much better months in here, so it's going to be something equivalent to this, maybe a little bit better. So if we wanted to see how many reached 25% of the target, over 86% did. So 96.6% winners. Those that reached 25% or more of the target were 86%. So in other words, and most of the winners, by the way, on average, although I can't figure it out directly here, I suppose I'd have to go in there and create a database of all the tick values and what this actually means. But I can tell you in general that on average, our trades win anywhere from $500 to $1,200. So in other words, of all the trades out there, 86% of them are bringing in about $200 to $500. That's pretty remarkable. Single contract. Take number 59 out because I lost. 59 was a loser. Yeah, well, it's in there. It's actually ended up at just above the entry point. So you probably got stopped out, which happens. But the trade itself ended up at 0.02%. but all the rest were winners. Number 59 should not be there because you lost. Thanks, Hayseed. But it's there anyways. So all that really means is that it may have gone down, but within the 4-day period, it came back up and ended up a little bit above. See, I don't put stops on any of them. I just let them work their way out, and then if they are below the entry after 4 days, then I just take them off and take the loss. Sometimes they come back. A lot of times they come back. Most of the time they come back. But a far greater percentage of the time, not only do they hit the target, but they exceed it by a drastic amount. All right. So there it is after 2 months. Those are the actual results of PatternCast. Hope that sinks in for you. Again, tomorrow I'm going to have a special deal. I have to update the website to reflect that. And you'll be able to get into that special deal. After that, we're going on a march to May 6th, when the CME, it's going to be the CME March, where prices are going up significantly. We're going up from $125 a month to $179 a month. And I expect that we'll probably be at $179 for a while, for a long while. But going from $125 a month to $179 a month, the yearly is going to go. Excuse me. The yearly is going from, I think, $1,200 to about $1,800. So that's a huge, huge savings if you can get in on it right then. And the odds are that after a couple of winning trades, you will have made up your yearly subscription price anyways. All right, now I'm done. We have been online now for an hour. I like to keep this under an hour. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking exclusively about PatternCast, the deal, and some trades. We'll take a look at today's trades, see how they worked out. I'll build some graphs around this so that you can see the performance. I'm going to start seeing if I can put in here the actual performance, the dollar performance, which I should be able to do. But everybody, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. See you next video. Oh, by the way, I'm going to have another video coming out earlier today that I did with my partner, where I did with the AI mentor. We're going to talk about wheat. We're putting out, almost on a daily basis, we'll put out our high-level look at different assets that PatternCast trades. And so we're talking about wheat, which is a very, very interesting video. The broker loves it when we do stuff like that. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.